In the previous video, we showed how you can start with a brand new empty component and create a list control with an associated detail view with image capture that works while you're disconnected, and we ended up with a component that looked like this. But this component doesn't look like the demo that we started out with, where we have the same application in a mobile simulator running over here in a two-panel layout. So you can see when we click on a row, we get the detail view. When we switch to a large format, we have the two-panel layout over there, etc. So in this video, we're going to basically describe how we went from this simple layout over here to this much more realistic mobile application running over here. So let's go back now to design mode on the working sample and see how this differs from the simple test case that we have over here. So first thing to notice, in the simple test case, we're not using any panels at all. So let's go back now to the demo app, and we can see now in the demo app that our basic structure is a panel layout. So there's the panel layout from there to there, and then inside this panel layout we have two child cards. We have another panel layout over here, and then we have a panel card over there. So the second panel card, the so-called right-hand panel card, has the detail view controls in it, and this panel card has a minimum size of 300 pixels. The panel layout, which is the left-hand panel, has a fixed size of 300 pixels. So we didn't choose the minimum size here, we chose the fixed size. So this panel from here to here will always be 300 pixels wide, and this panel contains the actual list that has been wrapped inside a panel card, and we've basically said that this list fills the panel card. Then what we've done is on the list itself, we've gone over to the events. So if we go to list events, we can see that in the on-click event we are going to set focus to the panel card that contains the detail view, and we're also going to scroll this panel card to the top of the screen. So if the user had scrolled down in the detail view and gone back to the list, and then when they go back to the detail view, we want the detail view to be scrolled all the way to the top. So then you can see that we've got the basic buttons inside panel headers. So here are our the basic buttons that all appear over here in the quick setup, and you can see that the buttons themselves have all been configured. For example, let's go to say the new record button. They've all been configured as image only, and then we've chosen CSS icons from the style. So in this particular case, we've chosen the plus icon from the style and we're using the iOS 7 style for this particular component. Then the detail view controls themselves have all been wrapped in a control group, which creates this appearance here. You can see that we basically have the controls are all 100% width, and there's a line in between each control. That's done by wrapping all the controls inside a control group and then setting their width to 100%. Then you can see that for the save and reset buttons, which are at the bottom of the screen, we've put those in a panel footer, and we've set the panel footer to be center aligned over there, which causes the two buttons to appear in the center of the panel footer. So let's pause now and pick this up in the next video. So next I'd like to talk about how the back button is configured. So let's go back to working preview now, and we can see that when we're in a wide layout there is no back button over here, but when we're in a narrow layout and we go to the detail view, we have this back button that takes us back to the first panel. So if we go and look at this back button over here, we'll see that that the panel card that this button is on has specified that this panel has a previous card button and that the previous card is the back button. So these two properties here turn this back, give this back button here special behavior, which means that the button will automatically be hidden if it's not necessary. In other words, if the left-hand panel is visible, but will be shown if the left-hand panel is not visible. And then finally, I want to point out that on the this, when you save a detail view, focus goes back to the list control. So you can see when we go here and I click, for example, over there, and then let's go and make some edit, make that say Office 5, and hit the save button, you can see that focus went back to panel card number 1, and there's the dirty icon over there. So let's go and see how we did that. So we'll go back now to design mode here and then go over to the list, and now when we look at this list, we can see on the the detail view events, so we go to client-side events here, we can see that after update list, we're going to go back and set focus on the panel that contains the list, and also after deleting a row, we're going to go back to the panel that contains the list. So starting with a very simple layout here that was built by the Genie, we were able to easily take these controls, wrap them in various panels, and get a very mobile-like experience over here that's capturing images, working in a disconnected mode, and displaying a responsive two-panel layout that works nicely on both phones and tablets. Thank you very much for watching.